In 1846, an enslaved man in St. Louis asked to purchase his freedom from his master. When she refused, a chain of events that followed forever altered the course of American history. His name was Dred Scott. In 1843, he offered to pay Irene Sanford $300 for his freedom and the freedom of his wife and his children. She refused, but at the urging of his wife Harriet, because they were both afraid that their children would be sold, he decided to sue his so-called master. This lawsuit went all the way up to the Supreme Court in 1857. 5 of the 9 Supreme Court justices were from the South, and several of them were slave holders. And so they came down with a verdict that anyone who is enslaved, or if they are free, they are not citizens of the United States of America. The actual statement was that a black person did not have any rights that a white person was bound to respect. It was not until the 14th Amendment, where black people were given the citizenship. Any person born or naturalized in this country must be given due process. You cannot take away their rights, cannot take away their land, take away their liberty, incarcerate them, unless they have due process. In other words, that they have to be before a court, and whatever claim you have against them must be proven. The due process clause and the belief that you have your day in court is enshrined in 2 areas in the Constitution, one being the 5th Amendment and the other being the 14th Amendment. Understand this, that when the 14th Amendment was established, because of the work of people of African descent, it did not just bless black people. It blessed each and every individual of color in this nation. It blessed immigrants from Europe, many of them who were not considered to be Europeans, specifically the Irish. Recently, we have witnessed deportations to the El Salvador prison of terrorism by this government. And upwards of 212 people with legal documentation to be in this country. The government claims they are gang members, but due process was not given. Kilmer Garcia was wrongfully deported, and the government admitted that he was wrongfully deported. But the government has refused to assist in the facilitation of his return. In Chicago, ICE attempted to enter an elementary school. Can you imagine if you sent your child to school and then they are nowhere to be found because they have been deported? Homeland Security agents attempted to enter 2 elementary schools in Los Angeles. Due process means your day in court. It means that there must be evidence from a court or a conviction, a confession to justify deportation. The right of due process is connected to our history. I say it this way. If they come for students with visas today, they will come for us tomorrow. We need to be clear. A violation of one person's rights is a violation of all of our rights. If a government is doing what is ethical and moral and in the best interest of the nation, following procedure and arguing your case before a judge is not a hurdle, but is a part of a simple process. But if you are not doing what is ethical or moral, then there may be something dubious in your actions, and therefore we have the right to question. And there ends my 5 minutes.